Back here in Lincoln as it's 9-4 Nebraska leads, but South Dakota State has had a couple long balls here today, Arden.
That one was that moonshot by Abby Gentry that she just got up in the jet stream and it kept flying. And then this one, the 3-run shot by Bria Riebel into deep center left field, and all the Husker outfielders of Hannah Core and Camden could do was watch. The SDSU bats have not been the question. It really has been more so the defense, and those 4 runs that you can see on the scoreboard, they truly show that.
Yeah, all home runs have been the run production today for the Jackrabbits. And Vacancey's going to lead off here. She was also serving as the designated player. Rips this one down the left field line and foul into the tarp area.
She's been quiet tonight, 0 for 2, and surprising given that she is the team leader in batting average, home runs, and really every statistical batting category. Need to have your best player play like your best player if you're going to walk away with a W in the win column.
No balls, 1 strike as Jensen approaching 90 pitches. Swung on and missed for a called strike. Now, if you're curious, Alexis Jensen does have a complete game this year. Came against Tulsa. It was a 6-inning complete game. Has yet to get one for 7 innings. 0-2 on the way. This has popped up and headed towards the stands and bounces off the top of the dugout.
You know, Danny, for this 2026 season, I think there's been an upgrade to the top of the Husker dugouts here at Bowling Stadium.
They look fresh.
Got a fresh new black top that reads Husker softball.
0-2 on the way. Bouncing ball off the glove of Jensen. Bland there to pick it up. Over to first to complete the play. Mark that one, 1-5-3.
Just a phenomenal job by Bland with some focus. It ricochets off the glove of Jensen, but Bland stays with it, and then Fromm showing that she does more than just pitch and bat.
Fromm is truly a do-it-all player. The Kayla Bernard will come to the plate now. Catches the outside corner for a called strike at 63. Jensen 5 outs away from her first 7-inning complete game of her collegiate career. This one down in the dirt. That's granted. Nebraska doesn't run rule first. They had the most run rule wins in program history last year with 26. Which, when you really think about it, that is a truly ridiculous number with how good this offense was a season ago. And yes, we are 20 games into the season, but it's still something that's worth talking about with just how good it was. 107 home runs, 459 runs, and a .628 team slugging percentage, just to name a couple things that have topped the team record book. 1-1 on the way is swung on and missed. A nasty breaking ball.
It was a great season last year for the Huskers, ended in the Super Regionals, but in the words of Rhonda Revelle in the preseason press conference, this team has come back hungry. They've set up their non-con schedule to make it so their RPI is strong enough to host a regional, maybe host a super regional. This is a team that wants to go far. They've added the pieces of freshman pitcher Alexis Jensen, the 2 transfers in Core and Farrell, and this team is not settling for anything less than a College World Series, I think, this year.
Been to the College World Series 7 times, but it's been a little while since Nebraska has made a trip to Oklahoma City. So this one's down in the dirt.
On the other end with the Jackrabbits, they're a very formidable team. Like we've been saying all game long, their bats are strong. It's a defense that needs to just get going behind them, but they've been one of the top teams in the Summit League the past few seasons, and they're trying to get back to that spot.
2-2 is swung on and missed. And Jensen is up to 9 punch-outs. And the table just fell out from underneath that softball. Another nasty one. So that'll bring in Burlage with 2 outs. Most of the infield is now in the shade. Some various pockets of sun still poking through. All of right field is still in the sunshine. Left field is mostly covered in shade, and Hannah Kaur is in a couple different sun and shade spots. Now 2-0 on Burlage. 2 ground outs today. One was a double play. The other was straight to Ava Kuzak. 2-0 on the way. Checks her swing. Did we go? Yes, we did. Jensen climbs the ladder to make it 2-1.
Burlage having a really strong last 5 games, 385 in the last 5 games, but an 0-for-2 night here today. She'll try to avenge that right now.
This is popped into right field, shading over is Hoffman, and it drops in fair territory. Burlage going for second. She'll pull up there and just miss the outstretched hand of Casey Hoffman. I think she might have lost it in the sun as she was right there.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened on that one. She had plenty of time to get under it, but I think you're right, Nanny. Might have just misjudged it slightly and missed it in the sun, and then with no one there behind her, Burlage able to extend it to 2.
Christina McSweeney is going to make a visit to Mike Jacks, our home plate umpire, as we're going to get a pinch runner come in here. This is Cece Hansen that's going to come out. Hansen only has a stolen base to her name, 4 runs scored. And Gentry will dig in. Summit League Player of the Year season ago. Posting 9 home runs, 56 runs driven in, and a .427 batting average. Boy, that's hard to replicate too. We were talking about Ava Kuzak. Gentry was batting .293 coming into today. You consider that down, but I mean, that's 3 hits every 10 at-bats. You take that any day of the week. Gentry fouls this one into her foot.
And if you're the Jackrabbits right now, 2 outs and 0-2 position, but down by 5 in the top of the 6th, you really can't afford to be leaving runners out on the bases.
Jensen now over 100 pitches as Gentry faces an 0-2 count. Runner on second, here it comes. Outside for ball 1.
And that's the pitch we've kind of seen her add to her arsenal. Not a ball, but just a pitch in the 0-2 scenario that tries to get a batter to chase a little bit. She was leaving a few of them too close to the plate in the beginning of her collegiate career.
Now the 1-2 on the way. In the dirt, strike 3. Farrell will throw down to complete the strikeout. And that ties a career high for Alexis Jensen. 10 strikeouts today against the Jackrabbits. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning after Jensen gets herself out of a jam. 9-4, Nebraska leads here on Big Ten Plus. Back here in Lincoln, Nebraska, a beautiful shot of the state capitol building, about a half-mile away from here. It's 58 degrees right now with the wind at 13 miles an hour as we're in the twilight hour. Sun will be going down for sure pretty soon here, but it's been windy in Arden. We've seen it a couple times now. The wind-aided home runs have really said the story of this game today.
Oh, yes. There's been 4 of them. We saw 2 of them just a few moments ago by the SDSU players, and if you get a ball up in the wind right now, it travels.
First pitch in the dirt from Baker to Fromm. 2 for 3 today, a single. Got left on third, fly out to center, and a single where she scored. Also drove in 2, and Fromm is on base again. 3 singles today for Jordy Fromm. The traffic continues, and we've seen a lot of leadoff hitters getting on today. Good pitch from Baker, but better job by Fromm. First pitch to Sammy Bland is in there for a called strike.
I think right now for Sammy, considering the short amount of time off because of that shoulder, just trying to get used to being back in the batter's box and used to that normal roll.
Bouncing ball over to second for one. To first, double play. And Baker gets out of that quick. And a fast 2 outs. That'll bring up Hannah Kammensen with 2 gone here in the bottom half of the 6th. Nebraska leading South Dakota State 9-4. Danny Berg and Arden Lockheim here with you for game 1 of this doubleheader as Kammensen takes strike 1. We're playing 2 today, and game 2 will be starting about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. So right now we're looking at about a 6:30, 6:45 start Central Time. As Kammensen now 1-1, walked in the first. She hit one out in the 4th inning, one of those wind-aided home runs.
That one was a 3-run shot.
And it was a majestic shot at that.
I think most home runs are majestic, no?
Well, except the ones that you hit at the pesky pole in Boston. Those are cheap shots, or any home run in right field at Yankee Stadium. This one down in the dirt, making it 3-1. I mean, that's why so many left-handed MLB hitters want to go to Yankee Stadium.
Just turn on one and stadium does the rest of the work.
At least that's what people say. Kammensen, ooh, didn't agree with that one. That's a good bite on the outside corner by Baker. And we've been talking about Buskey's framing today, continuing to impress. Called strike 3, and Baker gets her first punch out. Kammensen can't believe it. Unfortunate way to end the inning for Nebraska, but South Dakota State keeping things rolling as we head towards the 7th. Once again, great framing by Buskey. Nebraska needs 3 more outs to secure a Game 1 win here on Big Ten Plus.